Hello, everyone out there in the land of the world. This is your wonderful grade 3 teacher, Andrew Harnett, speaking. Just a quick little video to show you guys basically how the very, very basics of how to create a Google spreadsheet. I'm doing this because a few of my own students here where I work, we've had to do one recently. There have been a bunch of little confusions here and there and how to create one. So I figured, no better time like the present. Alright, so first off, you can see that I am in Google Drive. Now, the first thing you need to do in order to get onto spreadsheets is basically just simply go New, Google Sheets. And what you'll see is this huge grid pop up. You're going to see a series of letters across the top, numbers down the side. And this, basically, for all intents and purposes, goes on forever. It's going to be very hard to get to the very bottom of this thing. So from here, the first thing you want to do is just give this a quick name, like, how to create a chart for Google Spreadsheets. Boom, done. So now you have the name of this thing. Now, first off, then you need to know what you're going to do. So let's say I want to do a quick thing about some amount of money that students have raised for charity or something. So you simply want to put the title up in the corner. Say simply amount of money raised in the Nepal charity event. Just for argument's sake, we'll call it that. And we can bold it and italicize it by simply hitting Command B U. Simply put. And then what you need to do is start inputting. Give the top part here a little bit of a title, like student names. And for ease, put your value raised right next to it. Now, a bunch of you guys are going to go, well, first name and last name, first name, let's put both names in. So let's say, for example, I'm going to have Johnny Credit. Cool. Well, here's Johnny Credit. His name is now in there. And let's say he raised $67.65. Cool. What you're going to see is this decimal place over here is going to be automatically in there. Now, I haven't set a monetary value on it. If you want to do that, you simply double-click back into the cell and hit Shift 4, and the computer will know it's money. And let's say I want to put Suzanne Comerford. Now, immediately, a bunch of my students saw this and went, oh, but wait, it's dragging outside the cell. It's not going to appear. And they were scared to hit the Enter button. They thought they might lose these last few letters. Well, if you hit the Enter button or you click away from the cell, you're going to find that, yes, it does break into the cell, but the data is still inside the cell. The name is still there. So if you click back into the cell, let's say she raised $90.98. Cool. And we're going to put a dollar sign in front of that real quick here, just so we know it's money. Now, immediately you're looking over here and going, you know what? It's kind of disappeared, hasn't it? Well, it hasn't, because if you click on the cell, you can see that the whole name is still there. So when you're actually creating the graph, that whole name will still be there. Now, you can continue on and on inserting names. So let's just put in one more. Yana D. Fisher. Why not? Name I'm coming up with off the top of my head. Sure, it works. And let's input a value that has a 0 at the end. Let's say $78.90. $8.90. Well, immediately going, it's 8.9. Don't worry about that. 8.90 still works. If we simply put the 8.90 and the dollar sign up front, that it'll be back, because spreadsheet sees this as now it's a monetary value. Now, I've already created a chart in the background here, so I'll pull that up and kind of show you exactly how to put it into chart form. So here we have a whole bunch of students, first names only for argument's sake, and we can change this from price to amount raised. Now, if you want to simply create a chart, I'm going to quickly bold and underline this. All you need to do, really, is highlight the students, and such as that. And I simply did that by holding Shift and using the arrow keys to do it. Highlight them, and you're going to go two ways. You can either go Insert Chart, or use the Chart button right over here on the right. Hit the Chart button, and you're going to see options. All right? Charts, Customize, the Start. If you have many names like this, I would highly encourage you to go column-wise, because you're going to see all the names more easily appear. If you go this way, you might not necessarily see all the names as easily, right? You're going to see some of them there, but not as easily. So small amounts, this is okay. This one over here, the column chart. Large amounts, I would go for a bar chart like this. If you're going to do that, then you can also choose to customize it too. So you can change the chart title to amount students raised in charity event for Nepal. You might have the legend. You might have it appear a bit differently. You might even have it at all. You can change the fonts here. You can even change the background color. And if you scroll down a bit, you can stack it, reverse it. There's a whole bunch of different options here. The axis titles. This is going to be an interesting one. If you want to access the horizontal axis, which is the one on the bottom here, to give it a title, you could say amount of money earned. Oop, little mistake there. There we go. And you can see, oop, it automatically appears there. And if you change that to left vertical, which means this here, it's basically going to give that a title, which is names of students. And see, you've got names of students down here. So you have an almost complete graph. And that's the basics of it. Anything else would go beyond basics. So I want to insert that graph right now. You're going to insert it. It's going to all of a sudden, oh, your course down here, it's covering your data. Well, that's easy enough. If you click in the graph, wait till your cursor changes to a hand, click it, pull it over, and there you go. You have your graph, which clearly indicates how much each person has earned. As you highlight over stuff, you can access it. You also have your data right next to it, so people can clearly see how much was earned. And this can allow you to interpret and figure things out. So this is the very basics of how to create a chart in Google Spreadsheets.